turn the fan off. You snaking out your mans like you had this shit planned out.
What's up, y'all? It is KB the Trillis, and right now it is 4:20. I just got off, okay? So don't mind me. But by the time this come out, it will be 4:21. But it's okay. You wanna know why? Because y'all gonna have to keep the idea that that's what this is. Anyway, I'm gonna cause I'm gonna get some wine, you know, it's in the fridge. Then I'm gonna go, I'm gonna roll, I'm gonna smoke. You know, we're gonna have what I call high thoughts. That's what I call them. So we'll be right back. You guys, this will not be long because it is 11:55. Oh, you know, this will not be long. But I do just want y'all to know that I am still putting out videos. I am still trying to record all of that. I'm editing something that's taking really long. But this is gonna be a quick little put out. This is gonna be a quick little put out. And it's for 420, obviously. So, you know. High thought number one, right? If you're gonna like mess with somebody, don't let it be at your job. That causes a lot of problems. And my bad. I also just had to turn my brightness up. But like, people gotta get it together, gang. Damn, my torch. Another thing, you gotta, when it comes down to people feeling like wanted and appreciated, and it's your significant other, or to just be seen and heard, take that into account. Because you'll never know when you're gonna lose that person by being selfish. Like, I be trying to help people. But like, you're gonna help so much. High thought number 3. Baddies is becoming a liability. And before bitches go, oh, well, now that's TV, now that's TV. That's what they were for. That's what Now That's TV was for. And y'all can fake the funk if you want. I won't. Now That's TV was what Zeus was supposed to be. Now that Zeus is that, Zeus is overly letting shit happen. And now That's TV is getting strict on certain shit. You feel me? Prime example. When it was Sav, Baby Tyson, and C Rose, right? With the Mace situation. Y'all see how that shit went down. Let's be real. We all seen that shit. That's how it's supposed to go down. Not saying it was right they did that. I'm saying like how Zeus and how Nice TV handled it. That's how that shit should have went down. The way Zeus handled it, y'all should have did something else. Don't get me wrong. Suki came back to fight though. You feel me? And so did Baby Tyson and C Rose. You know, they fighting behind the fact they did that. Oh shit. I got dumb dark when I did that. But yeah. They was fighting behind the fact they did that. Cool. They said they didn't put Mace on their hands, but I ain't lying. I wasn't there. So I can't be like, oh, well, yeah, da-da-da. But if we're going to be honest, and this is like no shade or no hate to nobody, obviously, because, you know, I have an opinion too. And if y'all going to pick out my opinion, that's because y'all just mad. I'm going to be honest. If y'all going to pick out my opinion by yourself, y'all nitpicking. Because damn near everybody didn't say this shit. I seen it. The way C. Rose is explaining that story, y'all telling them that Sav gave y'all the mace. Oh, first it was she opened up the mace popped everywhere, but she was trying to get Nug, burn Nug up. Okay, cool. That's story 1. Story 2 is, no, story 1 is nobody had mace. Lie. Story 2, oh, they found it. Then it's, oh, well, they had it in that bathroom because it wasn't theirs. Right? Then they didn't want to tell who it's for. Story 3. Then it's, Sav had it. Sav was using it for herself. It popped everywhere. Y'all helped her clean it, and it got on y'all, and y'all went to go fight. But if you would have knew C. Rose was in the room, you would have. If you would have knew C. Rose was about to go fight, you wouldn't had her. You wouldn't have had. Basically, Sav said if she wasn't on the shit that Sav was on, she wouldn't have been in the bathroom. So either way it go, y'all was still on fuck shit regardless. But you see how nobody said nothing about Baby Tyson? Because Baby Tyson knew that's what the fuck she wanted to do. That's why she never, you feel me? But that's one thing I do respect about Baby Tyson. Baby Tyson did not give a fuck about none of that shit. Bitch, she knew that's what she was doing. That's what she was here for. That's why she never said none of that shit. Except for the initial, I didn't do that shit. After it was coming out and proof and evidence that you did that shit, she never said she didn't do that shit. She never said why she never did that shit. She knew she did it. She knew why she did it. It is what it is. Right? Now, the last story is when C. Rose says, Sav says, I got Miss Summy. So you mean to tell me when y'all talking about beating people up and she's like, well, I got Miss Summy. So, what? And then you said it was sprayed, but it wasn't sprayed on your hands, which is fair. Because at first, no, not even at first. That's how it happened. C. Rose had it on her hands and it hit Zanaya. And when Lauren got herself burnt by the pepper spray, it was in the room when she wiped her face on something y'all didn't throw away that y'all said y'all threw away because you can't throw away something that she just wiped on her face, which means it had to be a rag. Right? Right. Then Zanaya said, I don't even know if this is true or not because, I'm not on that TV. I wasn't there. I wasn't watching none of that. But, well, I'm watching, but I wasn't, watching it go down. That's what I meant. But Zanaya said that she called and told the whole story about how Sav sprayed it on their hands. This is why I believe it, though. Because the same shit Sav said about Nug in the confessional, Zanaya said verbatim. And she tried to sneak Sav after she found out, which means she wasn't talking to her. And she said she spoke to you, which means you knew, you was there, you agreed, and you know the story. You know what I mean? So it's just like, but whatever. Then the Nug situation with Minnie, I'm going to be honest. Nug was tearing her for a while, and then, let's not lie, everybody be getting drunk as fuck. So, she could have been drinking, she could not been drinking. I don't know. But I will say that the stick and move, C. Rose said, Minnie did do that shit. And I will not lie. Nug did trip. Now, I'm not saying Minnie didn't get no hits in because she did. But she did trip. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not going to... drop my phone, y'all. I'm not going to do and say what everybody else said. Nug said security tripped her when they was all up in the way. I fuck with Nug. I really do. But in that fight, security was not in front of you the way Minnie was. And then y'all walk past. You still tripped, though. I'm not saying you didn't. But not over security. Like I said. Like she said herself, adrenaline rushing. So, yes, your adrenaline was rushing. And you was trying to get that hoe. And she did a stick and move shit. And she stick and moved. That's what I feel like happened, personally. But like she said, nobody was just dog walking her, KO with her, which is not even was, because it's still happening, which is true. Nobody was just fucking her up, and nobody just KO her like that. No, bitch, you got one up one good time. Like, it is what it is. And don't get me wrong, I don't hate nobody on the show. I'm not trying to be messy, I'm not trying to send it to crazy, but I'm going to be honest. This is one good time Minnie got that. And I also feel like in the beginning of her Y&R, pause, wine time. I feel like in the beginning of her Y&R, like she said, I'm not drunk this time. In the beginning of her Y&R, Minnie was pissy drunk. And that's just what it is. So, another reason why I feel like it's shocking everybody that she's doing this good is because if you could tell, Minnie ain't been drinking for real. And that could be true. Because I smoke a lot. And I'm going to be out of breath eventually, but I'm still going to get in there. Bitch, I might, you might get a little one up on me when I get tired. Especially if I just smoked. It is what it is. I don't know, I breathe better after I smoke. That sounds crazy, but for real. But still. I feel like the Nug and JG's fight it definitely was meant to happen. Because after Nug popped her like that, I would expect that, I do really want to see Nug and Zav. I want to see Ivory and Zav. Because the shit and on the podcast thing, that's something worth getting her for. Now, Deja Vu, though, is crazy. Especially how Fly 9's coming in. Crazy. And it's also so sick because I love Ivory and I love Fly 9. And I love them being besties. So to see them having to, like, really get in there like that with each other is crazy. Like, they're going back and forth and want to fight and shit. Like, that's fucking crazy. But it gotta be done. Also, drop me some of y'all music choices. I'm trying to find a way to softly and be able to post some of the music I listen to. Hopefully y'all want to take it, But, like, I don't know. Shit's crazy. But I also feel like, yeah, it's never good to date somebody you work with. It's never good to do that. Especially if you got to see each other every day. And, like, I feel like that now because the job I'm trying to get now. That I practically have. I have to work with my ex-boyfriend. Yeah, y'all. I gotta work with that nigga. And what's even worse is, I didn't even know that that's where he was working. Because, I mind my business and I don't be in anybody's life. Especially after I'm out of it. Especially after I'm out of it. But it's like, damn. Our two worlds about to collide again. But this time it's different. He don't get professional, KB. Which means, cut out all that bullshit. Stop doing all that extra shit. Do your motherfucking job and get the fuck out my face. I came in for some cheese. So. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully y'all 420s is going good. I'm taking this time now to do my 420s. I'm taking this time now to do my 420. I tried to do it earlier, but I was my man. And I had to work today from 2 to 11. So really, I didn't get to enjoy my 420 until right now. That's why I say this gonna start on 420. Just late in it, and then I'm gonna publish this by the next day. But I hope y'all had a good 420. I just wanted to check in with y'all and drop another video and let y'all know that I am still here. I'm still trying to post. I'm trying to edit something I already had made. It's really a game that we're playing for the most part. And, you know, reviewing. I keep dropping my phone. Fuck. Anyway. Reviewing the type of belief I had and playing the game. You know. Sorry, y'all. I can't edit out majority of it. So my butt will be in the camera. I apologize in advance. But I'm really trying to get some shit out for y'all. But it's kind of hard. I'm trying to work and, you know, do everything. So I will do that and all that. I'm still going to vlog getting my hair done because now I have a date. I'm going to get my hair done. So yeah. I just want to let y'all know that I'm here. And I'm also editing a video on how I got the job. So stay tuned for that. Because that's going to come out too. And since I go to work later in the day tomorrow, I have time to edit it tomorrow too. So. And it shouldn't be long. So. I love y'all Bang Out crew. And I will see y'all in the next video. Even though they may be days and times apart. And guess what? I'm still thinking about y'all. I'm still making content as I'm trying to edit this content. I'm still doing shit for y'all. It's just coming out real slow. But I promise y'all, I ain't going nowhere. And I'm really trying to, you know, like get my shit up. So, with that being said, please stay tuned still. Love you if you did. And we gonna get there. I promise you. Love y'all. Bye. And happy 420 and 421.
I really need somebody.